Have to change Azrael's avatar over real quick. You're not Rain. That would be very confusing for everyone.
More confusing than, like, normal Azrael for everybody, though?
I honestly think, like, if Azrael was just Rain one day, the rest of the group would just assume it's like, oh, this must be another one of you.
Like, yes, which one of Azrael's souls is this? This is fine. We can hang out with you for the day.
You're gonna give him back, right? Because if we go past a Pokemon and don't get it, he's gonna be so pissed at us.
The soul collection grows.
And now he's collecting Pokemon abilities.
Yeah, when are you all gonna start collecting souls? I've half expected for Kozlo to already start crafting horrendous eldritch cannons that contain the souls of his fallen enemies, and frankly, I'm ready for this.
It's true.
I don't know. See, the thing I'm struggling with is I don't know that Kozlo would, like, unless he can figure out a way to turn it into a bomb, he's not generally that interested in something. So, like,
soul bomb,
or like if he can figure out a way to use souls to make bigger, more explosive bombs, that would be a thing that he would be interested in.
I think Kozlo needs to spend some time understanding how he can utilize souls as a potential power source, which is one of the things that is not very common in Arctis, because soulcraft is, like, ultimately banned, because souls can produce a massive amount of energy for very little profit, but the cost is, well, obviously very great, as it removes you from the cycle.
If I'm gonna smash those weapons together. That's really the only thing. Like, I feel like everything else is above Grabella's pay grade mentally.
Grabella has a lot of shit going on already, to be honest, so that's fair. Like,
Grabella's burgeoning empire.
Grabella's like,
how to make the Pokemon power be mine. Somebody else do it, please.
Grabella's actually like 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yes. Literally. Oh, goodness.
Can I get you all to cast a cantrip in the chat? Please, I need them.
Oh,
I need a full chat log. Hooray! Show me your cantrips.
I do have.
Okay. Enough. Good. All right. It's good. We're good. We're live. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. God. It's a terrible thing to say. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Feels unnatural. Welcome to Surviving Another Week. We'll start off with some D&D adventures as you all return to Kozlo's Den and start your, not just your burgeoning dragon empire, but also the start of a new cult. Azrael has brought your lovely goblin assistant, Roxy, back to life. And Roxy, in all of her misunderstanding and awe, has considered her resurrection a true resurrection, and that she is not a part of the, reborn, whose blood does not pump in their veins. And Roxy now sees Azrael as a deity-like figure, and is very insistent on putting the old Church of Eternal Night to better use. In the meantime, you have discussed a few financial options with your friend Grumpus. He has about 1,000 gold in hand that he can use to, update the bar, including repairing all the smashed furniture that is currently littering the area. However, the thing he's discovering is that the flow of supply and demand, including having craftsmen who are more eager to work on their product as opposed to protect their wares, the flow of commerce is still in question. Although, you and Kozlo, Seaswab, mainly, went down to the docks to ensure that things were proceeding as planned. And you had discovered, for a lot of your minions, their intentions were possibly good, for the most part, but some of them proved just so incompetent at their jobs, that they were more of a nuisance than a positive help. Now, with a better understanding of your various minions and setting them on the right track, you have given the title of, Dockmaster, to Dara, a particularly sly drow elf that you have rescued from the depths of the lava jail known as Lavare. Now, with Dara having already proved herself a little too competent and given the keys to the boat, so to speak, Dara has reluctantly agreed to be the dockmaster, but has declined any additional jobs outside of making sure wares are coming into and leaving Maginox, all in good time, and of course, all in good taxes as well. Take a sip here. Oh my gosh, Schwarp. I might have to get some water after this too. It's warming up around here, so I'm like a little dehydrated. Help me. I'm crumbling to dust. Alright. Where was I? So after handing off the Dockmaster title to Dara, and making sure that all of the manifests of all of the ships coming in and out of Maginox were under Seaswab's watchful eye, you had to wait to get a little bit more information. Now some of the merchants, still kind of hiding in Maginox and not willing to trade their wares, all seem to want a little bit of something different in order to get on their good side. But you had discovered one of the drow residents was a bit of a gossip, and if you got on his good side, that words of your attempts to reach the other locals would get around relatively quickly. With that various information in mind, you have a few ways you can go from here. You can continue to try and appease the locals and progress the amount of commerce in Maginox, which would allow you to get better and better upgrades for your den and for the bar and the general area around you. Also, the merchants around you will have increasingly better and a wider variety and a better selection of items at their disposal. Most of the merchants who have been on the streets of Maginox now have a central location. This includes the Screaming Scrolls and the other vendors that you have seen on the streets before. They are right across the street, next door to the inn where you had pilfered a bunch of liquor from, in a building called the Bazaar, and all four of them can be found there. So the more that you do on the docks and the more you help out the locals, the four main shops that will be there, namely magical items, magical armor, potions, and scrolls, will all have a much more diverse cast of items. Let's see. On top of that, Grabella, your kobolds, now, they are safe. All of the stuff back at your cave has, calmed down a little bit with the elimination of the blood hag. And so, things can proceed as normal, but the Blood Hag has done some potential damage to your magical cauldron, and it seemed like Kaz was busying himself with making sure it was, at the very least, clean once again. Now the rest of you, with Azrael and their burgeoning disciple, with Roxy insistent on making the church a place of worship, Kozlo and Seaswab could also see the church bringing in a profit for your group, thus powering Grabella's relationship over the local kobold population as your wealth increases. And you four potentially working together as both a religious aspect, a aspect of, well, nature and kobold influence, and a master of, so shall I say, urban scheming, and one that is familiar with the high seas, whether he likes it or not. You four could potentially become a very powerful combination, and a threat to the presumed loyalty of Maginox, who do feel like they hold the keys to the city more by right than might. That is where we will start today. Back at Kozlo's den, where you had all been discussing your next course of action. And then some. One moment, please. All right, one moment. I don't want horror. Let's just go with something nice and light, perhaps. We can go with sad. No, this is fine. You all are currently seated around the comfortable floor of Kozlo's den. The table sitting in front of you is a familiar sight to many of you, as it was once used for numerous card games, people smoking and sitting in plentiful pillows, smoking hookahs, and creating billowing clouds that filled the room. But now, most of the chairs and pillows sit collecting dust. As tourism has slowed significantly in Maginox, it had come back with a trickle. But any signs of danger have gotten the guards a bit more active lately. And the signs of a lot of active remaining guards is intimidating to the tourists. But hopefully, the remaining Hamaki that you have chased away from the Church of Eternal Night, chased away, will ensure that the town goes back to normal and no one is kidnapped along the way to be sold for profit. That is where we will start, as Roxy is introducing the new, once talkative dwarf, Grimgrin, to become a disciple of, another disciple of Azrael. Together, they are working on doctrine. Whatever that might mean at this current time. You all, may begin. Roxy is scribbling busily on paper in front of her. Oozer giving her some feedback as she writes some potential rules for the burgeoning church.
Did we ever find out who owns this church or if it's for sale? The one we're looking at.
Seaswab, you have not found anything about the owner of the church, but I don't think that is something we actually followed up on last session.
I don't think we did.
I am not going to kill that thing.
Them.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to go kill that giant bug thing unless we know for certain it's going to be ours.
Well, if they didn't own it, then they were squatting in it and nobody seemed to mind.
Roxy looks up from her papers.
There's been nobody in it since I've been in Med. That place has kind of been a dump. Nobody goes there.
If Azrael had an ego, they would be mildly hurt that Roxy suggested a place they considered a dump to be the Church of Azrael or whatever, but
It's mostly the cheapest property we're aware of.
probably is.
It's probably really the only property we're aware of.
Probably very cheap right now, considering it's inhabited by a demon spider. Dragon
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So this is business stuff. So you boys get to take the lead on that.
Maybe we could lead our case by
She begins to think, struggling for some sort of Maginox law.
perhaps if you prove that you can improve the area for all of Maginox, not just for private purposes, it would actually work in your favor. We could present it as
like a job for our newest city councilor.
like a public service.
Is that you, Coslow?
Yeah, it's me. I'm gonna do that, I think, probably.
I will just be here to make you look cool.
I don't actually remember what the conditions were on Coslow becoming a city councilor.
It was killing what's her face.
No, that was the
Was
deal
that
that
just-
we had with Lena. That is.
I thought
now
they were
long.
tied together.
No,
I think
So
or no, one was from.
Well, Lena separately wants you to put an end to Narcissa because Narcissa in general is just a big danger to her people. The Umbrellans, who are spirits and just souls. They're just like walking energy to people like Narcissa. Though Lena may have ulterior motives behind that as well. You are not sure. But that is not contingent on Coslow becoming a member of the council. Generally, the member of the council has been there for a long time and it's been grandfathered in. There's usually not any sort of vote for a new council member, so this would be very unusual, but if Coslow proves himself to actually be influential enough, whether by show of force or show of intellect, or even just show of mercantile dominance, that may hasten his application to the council, as Coslow might be too useful to say no to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I think Coslow's plan for all of this at this point, which I'm not going to do in the voice because I'm going to destroy my throat 3 seconds into the session if I try to talk that much with the voice.
Totally fair.
But his general plan at this point would be, we've basically got the docks figured out. There's still a whole lot of the actual work to do, but it's basically done at this point.
Mm-hmm. The territory itself seems secure. It's essentially now getting the merchants to work with you, and to also feel like their area is secure.
Yeah. In Kozlo's mind, that's done. Might as well check it off the list. It's completed.
Don't we have
follow-ups-
like a flower shopping list we have to go do for that?
We do.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
I've had a
okay.
notepad document open on my computer for a week now with the list of
The fucking stuff, yeah, with the flowers that
Is it
the
an
drow asked for.
unsaved document?
Oh, it's absolutely unsafe.
yes,
I love it.
Yeah, it's
The
just,
unsaved notepad document.
those are my favorite. Mine
It's
is also
just
the
there, and
random
if
Discord
my-
channel.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
what I do.
no. I prefer the unsaved notepad document approach because that way, if I don't ever get around to doing something because my computer restarted, it's Windows' fault and not mine.
Nah.
It also is like a little bit of like anxiety inducing, like, oh, I gotta actually get it done because like at some point that's gonna happen. It has a shelf
Yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Just ADHD things, finding ways to motivate myself outside of my own brain.
Right?
But yeah, so the docks, Kozlo's like, yeah, whatever, we got the docks figured out. That will happen at some point.
Mm-hmm. The
So
Coslo,
I think-
the Coslos. The docks are in essentially a relatively stable place.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So then second step is let's figure out how to bring religion to Maginox, because religion means pilgrimage and pilgrimage means ships and ships means money.
Correct.
Also religion means money.
Also correct. And you have a true believer in Roxy, who is both keen on the numbers and keen on being resurrected from the dead by Azrael.
And Roxy happens to be a goblin, which is one of the current target demographics for new people we want to bring into Maginox.
Small, green, adorable. Check, check, check.
Yeah, we're
Lift up
really
the green people pop.
we really need to start supporting more green-owned businesses around here.
Go green.
Well, if we get rid of the dragon spider, I can consecrate the church, and at least no questionable people will be able to spy on us. Among other things.
Azrael and Kozlo, I want you to both give me an Arcana check.
Should we raise the property value before we, debug and stuff, though?
Oof.
Oh, we definitely don't want to raise the property value.
That's why I feel like we should go try and throw our money at it before we,
I mean, also, though, thinking about it, a lot of churches are just sort of public spaces that whoever's teaching can just go into. Maybe we don't gotta buy it. Maybe we just have Roxy start doing sermons and shit.
Mm-hmm. And it already becomes a gathering spot, and then the people that like to be there will be like, "Roar!" if they try and move us away from the church.
Right, you're talking about some manifest destiny.
Wow. Also, if I consecrate the church, bad things will happen to non-believers.
Kozlo, you are not sure what that means, but usually strange magical rituals in religious space are seen as potential conduits of both godly eyes and energy sources. That is all I will give you with a 22.
I have no idea how to take that. I don't know
Nice.
if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That is just a thing.
All right. Well,
For that
nothing.
matter, I could actually consecrate your bar, Kozlo, if you wanted.
I don't think there's any doing that at this point. I've seen the people passed out on that thing. But sure, let's, nothing like this has ever blown up in my face. Let's go consummate a church.
Oh God.
We gotta consummate the spider first, though.
sure that means what you think it means. I think you mean consomme, like the soup.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just real hungry. You know how much I love soup.
Ah, me too. Hmm.
I think all of you need to read some books.
Okay, well, if we're going to the church, Roxy, you will have homework.
I was writing soup into the doctrine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's fine, but maybe put the doctrine on hold right now. You need to figure out what our ritualistic incenses and oils and things like that are supposed to be. And here is, Azra pulls out another pile of gold, 1,000 gold. You need to buy 1,000 gold worth of incense and oils and other, I don't know, things that sound right if you're consecrating a church.
Incense.
And herbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
She takes the gold.
And I
Minus another 1,000.
Minus 1,000.
Hey, it's a good thing that you guys accidentally gave Azrael gold.
I should be able to go to the docks and get whatever I need. Can I take Meatball with me?
Oh, of course.
Hey.
Just don't let Meatball around the murder otter.
What's the murder otter?
Oh, he's not here
still
right
at-
now.
No, he's at my place, I think.
But if he shows up, don't let Meatball near the murder otter. I
She-
don't think Meatball would actually come out on the right end of that.
You know what we do, Azrael? It's a church/animal sanctuary.
Oh, I like that, Grabella.
That property's pretty big. There's just like a whole warehouse that I totally murdered a guy in.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Roxy is asking Meatball, she's whispering to Meatball. You can make a perception check if you want to try and hear what she says. Azrael, she says, she's asking Meatball if he has any extra fat. Meatball kind of looks over at you, Azrael, and back at Roxy and starts making like cat hairball noises.
What in the world is happening right now?
Roxy takes the pillowcase off a pillow and holds it in front of Meatball's head.
What is happening?
He's just got an upset tummy, that's all.
Meatball is making horrible dog illness noises.
If Azrael was not Azrael, Azrael would be concerned.
Do you get a vet for this? How does this work?
No, I just, well,
She squints and thinks.
Coslow, can I borrow the kitchen to render some fat for a little while?
Not if it came out of Meatball.
Why do you, why not?
It's,
But I gotta boil it, I gotta put it down to oil so I can mix it in with the incense and...
what? You were just given like 1,000 gold though. Why are you making it? We need
Meatball
to help
wags his tail.
We need to
Well,
get
I
the
did-
local economy going.
Well, that just means there's more money for herbs and incense.
I mean, that's true, but we also want to get the merchants back.
It is Roxy's job to figure out what the appropriate oils, herbs, and incense are for whatever the church situation is. So, because I certainly don't know what the appropriate ones are.
Tell you what, how's this as a plan?
Meatball offered,
Use-
it's fine.
Use some of that money to, either pay someone else to render it down for you, or maybe you could set up a kitchen somewhere in the back with, like, your own little pot and stove and shit.
Can I use the empty storage area in the back? The one where Meatball likes to hang out.
it will never ever air out. That place gets no ventilation. And I love
No,
this idea.
it would be just rendered fat dripping from the walls and the ceilings for a while. It would
Yep.
stink to high heaven.
Rendered corpse fat.
It would
Okay.
be literally the worst idea.
Hear me out. That's where we store all the riches, right? That's where we don't want people to go.
No. The room that like goes down to the to my place, I think is what she's talking
No,
about.
that's the same room.
Yeah,
Both.
behind the vault door.
Same.
Yeah,
yep,
the
same
vault.
room.
She's referring to the
Oh.
vault room. Yeah.
Is she just going to create like a permanent stinking cloud effect? Because if so, I love this.
It will be highly toxic after a while.
I think we need to get this separate area set up before she does this.
Well, so here's the thing.
Oh.
I need this. I need these as materials for the spell.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh dear.
So she could definitely do this, Coslow, but it's probably going to cause your bar to absolutely stink.
Is it
I
going to be
feel
the
like-
whole bar or just the vault?
Oh, it will be it'll waft up
Okay.
to the bar for sure.
I feel like Kozlo's Den has taken the brunt of a lot of our other activities right now, so I feel bad letting this continue to happen to Kozlo's bar.
Well, I
No.
did
They
don't call it
cough
a
up
front for
1,000
nothing.
gold. I did cough up 1,000 gold for a remodel, so I don't know. Maybe a professional cleaning crew can be part of that budget.
Could be.
If I'm worried that it's going to make the whole bar stink, then no. If in the case where I thought it was just going to make the back area where I don't want people to go anyway stink, that I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
Grabella, one idea, she could potentially render her fat in the kobold cave. The kobold
That
wouldn't,
was
care
my
about the
next
stink.
thought.
The
Alright,
cauldron
Roxy.
would also have magical properties if she put it in there as well.
Okay.
Well, the cauldron's
Roxy,
not getting any worse, so.
She
all
pats
right.
Meatball.
So if you go through the vault and into the back room, there's some stairs in the back, right?
Yeah?
If you go through that in the tunnel, you're gonna end up in my lair, my dragon's horde lair. We got a cauldron down there, and I don't think the kobolds will care about the stink.
Oh?
In fact, the blood fern might really like it, actually.
Herbs.
But it'll also give us some magical properties. So go talk to Kaz down there. He's our cook down there. He's very good at making special stuff too. So why don't you do that? I feel like this poor bar needs an upward swing, not another downward swing.
Oh, I
Poor bar.
I think that's great. Can Meatball come with me?
Oh God, that's where the murder order is.
Meatball wags his tail. He does not understand, but is keen on going with Roxy.
Well, if you take Meatball with you, you have to keep him with you. Because the murder otter's there.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what do I do if I see the murder otter?
Probably
Damn.
get murdered, actually.
Oh, whoa.
So
She holds Meatball.
maybe Meatball should stay here, and maybe you can take Jib or somebody instead.
Jib isn't half as smelly.
She sniffs Meatball.
Ah. Okay.
She seems dejected, but she will do what you say, Azrael.
But you should definitely take Meatball with you when you go get the rest of the herbs and incense at the docks.
Meatball wags his tail again, clearly happy with the outcome.
Ah.
He has no idea what the outcome was.
Roxy is just,
I'll be back for you. I'll be back. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Okay. Alright. I'll get lots and lots of blood fern, and we'll use the cauldron to make it extra stinky.
Oh, Bloodfern. That's a dangerous herb that I can't touch. This should be exciting.
Yeah, just, be careful with it.
Roxy departs.
Like I said, ask Cause about it. He'll help you. She'll be fine, probably.
Don't forget Jib.
Jib!
The kobolds don't know you, so they might kill you too. But they know Jib, in theory.
Yep.
Jib is snoring loudly behind the curtain.
He's sleeping. He's been hitting that hookah all night.
Did you try to poke him?
She pokes him in the arm. The goblin continues snoring away, rolling over and taking the hookah pipe in one hand and giving it another hefty, dry, blackened drag, to which Gib coughs.
I think Gib needs some fresh air, but, I don't know if the task we're sending him on is gonna be fresh.
Jib!
She shakes him.
What? Come on. Adventure.
Jib just groans as he is dragged off by Roxy.
I at least get breakfast. Nope.
It's 4 in the afternoon, Jib.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta,
You've
maybe, half your time with the hookah there, bub.
There's no way for it. Yeah, you've been just like sleeping all the time. Wait, Roxy, you are actually still alive.
Yeah. That was in a dream.
He looks back towards the curtain, clearly yearning.
Jib definitely has some like unreconciled trauma, and we're just gonna gloss over this right now and skip straight to the part where everybody's happy again.
We're gonna make some candles. That sounds relatively innocent. How do you make candles? Out of fat. Oh. Where do we get the fat? I already have the fat.
It's the last thing you hear before the two depart.
Well, there's nothing about that could go poorly. Alright, what is our plan? Do we go try to figure out who owns this, or are we just going straight for the bug murder?
That's up to you guys.
No, it's gonna be up to you and Gazo. You guys are the business people.
Well, I don't really have a concept of property rights, so I kind of feel like we just own it if we kill the bug spider thing and all the people who previously lived there.
We could ask what's her name if anyone's got a claim to the place. She seems to notice. Ravensbeak or whatever. I forget her first name. Cruella was
Cruella Raven's booty.
Perfect.
Cinderella.
Oh my god.
Desdemona. What was her name? I can't remember it.
It's Catherine.
Oh, that's right.
So much more plain than you're
I knew it
making.
started with a C.
You're
Oh
like,
my god.
Persephone!
She did actually send us there through a tree last time. Maybe she could send us through the tree again, so it's kind of on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll ask her about the paperwork part first. I don't see swamp. I don't know, this is all the part that I'm not good at.
Yeah, we just ask her if she knows if anyone's got a claim to the place. If she doesn't know, then that's as good as no one has one, given the current state of the city. So we just say, all right, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean it up, we'll get it back to good as new, and we're gonna let religion come back to Maginox, because religion means ships, and ships mean business.
Mm.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. I mean, I guess there's the whole spider thing we gotta deal with, but it's fine.
Everybody can make me a, this is gonna be interesting. Make me a religion save, please. Everybody.
Wow.
Can we?
Very fitting that Azrael
Hello?
is crit rolling religion when it's his religion.
Yeah. I don't know
Azrael's
why
not that
I'm...
kind of cleric, y'all.
You gotta put in the dice.
I don't know how I rolled that.
Also, literally
minus-
has a higher religion check than I do.
Gosla. Oh, because he's got the smarts.
He's
Mhm.
got that
I'm
intelligence.
very smart. Religion usually involves candles, light bombs, it all comes together.
With two 19s and two 22s, everyone has a pretty keen understanding of why religion may have not been, something people followed in Maginox. People tend to indulge in their vices here, and depending on what religion was installed here, tends to put up some tentative rules or ways to live their life, which tends to be the antithesis to a city that is built on free will. Now, the ruling class of Maginox has done so by birthright, but historically speaking, there have been conflicts between powerful religions and ruling classes and birthrights. So, depending on how the topic is broached to the ruling class of Maginox, it could be seen as a potential power struggle if you all got too influential. So, that is something that you all do realize, as having all of these things in your back pocket could make you for a very noticeable target if there are too many people in your influence. That is all.
Yes, it's fine.
Well, we're just going to kill the spider, right?
I think there's probably an angle in which we just kind of go, wow, don't you just hate how religion shows up and screws everything over sometimes? Hey, what if we did all that ourselves so you don't have to worry about it?
I think a case could be pleaded. It would just have to be a sensical case, and you would have to understand just what the ruling caste is interested in. If they are interested in control of the populace, say, and they too can utilize that religion to their advantage, it might be seen as more favorable.
When have I ever done anything that was not sensical?
Oh, God. But that would indeed, if, say, the religion's name was spread and people started pilgrimaging to Maginox for one reason or another, it would significantly increase traffic on the docks, and then thus commerce within Maginox. But for now, I suppose, what is your plan?
I think next we go to
Catherine?
Catalina Rangers balls.
Rangers balls! I
We
love
need to
it.
get balls. What is happening?
Or we could just take the church over and not talk to anybody about it.
Right, I
And
like
then they don't
Azrael's
have
idea.
the opportunity to say no.
I love the ask for permission. After.
We did do that with the bar, but
I don't think we tell anybody unless we want somebody to ruin it for us.
Nobody was missing the church beforehand, so why would anybody miss it now?
And that's
That's
a
a
good
good
Well,
point.
I'm
We're
just
still doing a service to everybody by clearing out that dragon spider thing, and who's to say what happens afterwards, eh?
you're gonna be the politician, Cosmo. It's all about how you want to look.
And then that way,
I want to look like I'm wearing a sweet hat, but that ship's apparently sailed.
We could probably just buy you a sweet hat.
It won't be the same.
Lena's
This way
Lena's
we
out
also-
doing her part of the bargain, which is potentially eliminating the rest of Kozlo's debt via ghost murder.
oh, that's a lot more than was spelled out in the contract, and we also don't know that. Lena hasn't actually come through on any part of any contract we've signed with her.
I'm just over here shrugging. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on. So you all can decide if you want to tell Catherine your future plans of religious domination of Maginox, but
I think we clear
Let
out
me
the.
explain. Let me explain how this will end. Right? We tell her, and she gets the other houses involved as a threat to their power. And next thing you know, we're all holed up in Kozlo's den in a Waco situation.
Why
What's a
would
Waco?
she do that? She's been so helpful.
Power is taken. It is not given.
I know. This is up to you guys. I'll just do whatever you say. I just think
we
it's
go
weird.
clear out the dragon spider first, regardless, because honestly, it doesn't really matter anything we do until we do that. Then we play it by ear.
Okay.
you have two in agreement for Dragon Spider. Azrael, what do you choose?
Oh, Azrael's all about asking for forgiveness rather than permission.
Okay.
So fuck yeah, let's go.
Fuck yeah. So there are a couple options. You can try and make your way back to the Church of Eternal Nights area. However, there is always a chance of danger, as you will be wandering in the woodland, and thus we're going to do a wandering monster check if you guys decide to venture out on foot. If you all do decide to visit, you are the danger. If you decide to visit House Ravensblood first and beseech Catherine for a tree stride in order to put you to your destination, there will be no chance of random encounters, but you'll have to try and finesse your way out of not potentially telling her too much information. And Catherine has ravens everywhere. So
Yeah,
what
there's
do-
zero chance she doesn't know that this is happening at some point. Which
There's
is
zero
why.
chance that she doesn't know that we've went and cleared out the dragon spider, but we already told her that we needed to go clear that out at some point. So I say we just go do that, and then we leave the whole question mark of the religion for a future conversation.
She did also specifically say she is pulling her ravens back from the church because of the spider.
Mhm.
When we warned her that it was a flying, web-shooting menace.
Yeah, so she's not. So essentially, Catherine is not going to know anything that happens around the church. One thing that has transpired between, last session and now is you did inform the were-rats of the location of the warehouse, and thus the were-rats have probably looted the warehouse by now, or something has resolved where the were-rats may know the location of the church. But that is all.
We're doing it.
All right, what would you all like to do? The choice is wander on foot back to the church, and have a chance at a random encounter.
What's the chance on that random encounter?
Let's see. Anything special you're doing before you're heading out? We'll say it's about 4 in the afternoon, as you have mentioned to the suffering Jib. Anything special?
The chance is 50-50. It either happens or it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it either happens or it doesn't.
right.
But I'm gonna make C-Swab roll this one. So on foot, you don't get to know the danger beforehand, but you do need to choose.
It was just a joke.
Okay. On foot it
The
is.
question is, if we assume that she's going to find out through some, like, we know that she doesn't have ravens around the place right now, but do we believe that she's going to find out that we went back there anyway? And if so, do we gain anything by not just going to her right now, being like, hey, we're going to go clear out that dragon spider? We don't have to mention anything about the church. We just be like, hey, we're going to go clear out that dragon spider. You mind giving us the tree path back again?
An option. All a favor.
I'm cool either way. Seems fine.
She may,
This-
if you ask her a favor, she may ask a favor back at a later time, but
This doesn't affect any of Grabella's holdings, so it's all about y'all's holdings.
But
this
also,
point, so.
perhaps if you convince her wholeheartedly, she may be willing to give you a little bit of a free strike for free. I can put you at House Ravensblood and you can try your luck.
So, okay, here's where I'm at right now.
Mhm.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea for us to attempt to convince Catherine / the others that having a religion that we have influence over be in charge is necessarily a bad thing.
Mhm.
The timing of it is just the question. Like, do we have it start building and then we go, okay, so hey, here's this thing that's starting and it's happening regardless, but just so you know, we're kind of pulling the strings behind the scenes so you don't have to worry about what it's going to turn into. And man, isn't a religion where someone's pulling the strings better than one that worships dragon spiders or whatever?
That's my thought process.
Mhm.
OOC, but
Yeah.
Or we bring the whole thing up now and be like, this is something you should be supporting and you can get in on the ground floor and have your fingers in the pie too if you want. Maybe not even offer that last bit, but like, if it's like there's going to be like religion, I guess the kind of the mindset is religion is going to continue to be a thing. It's never not a thing. There's always somebody coming around preaching their new ideas.
Mhm.
So let's make sure that the religion we do have, even if it's not perfect, is one that doesn't get in the way, as opposed to somebody that's going to show up and be like, never gamble, never participate in any vices, etc.
Mhm.
kill aware things. Blah 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 blah.
Let's have the sort of church where you get married by Elvis, not the sort of church where someone demands that you no longer have any rights.
Yes.
Entirely fair. That is one way the conversation could be leveraged.
Yeah, I feel like our choices here are purely political.
Yeah.
Yeah, money, one way or another, may or may not have to trade hands, but it's the political part of it that's going to have ramifications.
I'm kind of coming back around to the notion of we should talk to Catherine and get her on our side first. At least we can feel it out a little bit.
What do you all say? Head to House Ravensblood and discuss briefly with Catherine? That option is available to you.
I don't feel like it can actually weigh out on this decision because I know Catherine, and it's not easy for me to be objective here. So whatever you guys want to do.
Azrael will be a no vote. Grabella, preference?
I'm going with the group on this. As I said, this affects Kozlo and Azrael more than it affects Gravella.
C-Swab. What do you think about discussing, especially between you and Kozlo? You both will have a more political handle on this, and C-Swab, you will probably be the mastermind behind the numbers.
Yeah,
and
C-Swab.
you are a Kenku, and Catherine is already partial to your people, so...
Are we appeasing Hot Raven Goth Mommy or not?
I mean, I would much rather like not tell her and then deal with it afterwards personally, but if people are feeling like it's the better play to do that, I'm okay with that.
Then why don't we leave it to chance? C-Swab, why don't you roll me a d20? If it's evens, we'll go with Kozlo's idea. If it's odds, we will go with C-Swab. Odds it is! So, C-Swab, we will be going first to the Church of Eternal Night and skipping Catherine.
My theory on house leaders is they're like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dark.
Wow! Very good. With a little bit of indecision within the party and how to proceed politically and carefully with our vampire court, and understandably is dealing with these ancient beings, grudges can last for a relatively long time. But after some discussion, you all agree that there are pressing issues at the Church of Eternal Night that need to be addressed, whether or not you talk to Catherine. And that was the introduction of that strange dragon spider that managed to crawl its way up out of the pit. And if that wasn't the intended thing that the drow were trying to summon, it certainly took advantage of the situation, and has now made itself quite at home in the Church of Eternal Night, with a feast of drow corpses to feed upon in your absence. So for now, we will return to the Church of Eternal Night, as you potentially go there on foot. Now, there is a chance of danger as you are heading between Maginox and the church and not traveling there instantly. Who would like to be our unfortunate die roller to see what kind of horrors befall you?
I thought you said C-Swap was going to roll it.
C-Swab, is that the final answer?
You get to roll again, or you want one of us to?
Alright.
I don't know.
Oslo shouldn't roll it. That's the only answer.
May I ask,
Hmm.
is it going to be just a pure die roll, or is it going to be a skill roll?
It will be a die roll, so this will
Okay,
not be based
so-
on your skills.
Okay.
None of you are rangers, so none of you have really necessary skills in order to forage the wilds. If Grabella wishes, or if anybody with strong survival skills would like to attempt to tame the wilds and avoid some of the dangers, the better you do will lower the threshold of danger. The worse that you do will raise the threshold.
Yeah, I do have survival skills. So.
Oh wait, Azrael actually has a +8 survival too.
So if you roll, it can have a positive and a negative effect. C-Swab, I don't want you to roll
I have
anything
+6
yet.
survival.
But one of you gets to take the lead and choose.
All right, how about this? We'll just make it super easy. How about we all roll a d20 first, and the highest d20 gets to roll for the thing.
Works for me.
Okay. You'll see who takes lead.
Oh god.
The lead will go to definitely not Kozlo. We'll go to Grabella. Grabella, make me a survival check.
Grabella, I have full faith in you.
Oh god.
The Church of Azrael stands behind you.
We will see if your skills in survival lend to your party's aid. However, with
Not
an
so
8, might put you into slightly more trouble. So we're going to increase that threshold for danger. C-Swab.
Rah.
I will have you roll a d20, and between 16 and 20 will be some danger. Roll for me. Cool. Turns out, Grabella, your survival skills here in Maginox are not quite up to par. And the areas outside the city are just as dangerous as the legends say. For right now, I also have to pee, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break,
That works.
and then we will go from there. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you in 5.
Christina, I'm gonna
Yeah.
DM you something, by the way, so just read it when you get back.
Absolutely. I'll see you in 5. All right, everybody back?
I don't know if we have an Asriel.
He's
Yeah,
back.
I'm
I heard him talk.
Ezra's
Oh,
back?
okay.
Great. We put you all here in the scene, and we will get started. As misfortune has fallen upon you, unfortunately, as Grabella has led you into some slight danger. And we'll see how you all navigate the complexities
Here's where we
of
kill
what...
Tugum. Here's
Uh-oh.
where we kill Tugum.
Oh no, the complexities of the things that happen outside of Maginox.
I really hope Tugum is like a random encounter. Like it's like a D100 on Christina's random encounter.
Oh,
I
God,
told her
He's
I
just
would,
not
let
a
another,
villain.
I would let
this.
another group. I would like guest spot in another group's D&D session as Tugum and like let him die.
Hell yeah.
I
I
would
feel
just be
like
the voice.
the
I would just be
only-
the voice. I wouldn't like Christina would still control like his abilities. I would just be the voice, you know.
The only group that would get any satisfaction out of that, I believe, is Ascended. And also even more so now because Dreon is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a campaign where I'm like one of the consulting people for the rest of the group, but also one of the characters in the rest of the group. So that's always fun, pretending like I don't know things.
All right, I'm gonna put you all in a new scene. Once I stop.
And then I gave them a deck of many things. So
No! Oh
they're
God!
screwed.
And thus was the end of the campaign.
You got my DM on Discord, right?
Oh, here, hold on. Let me take a look.
It was a lesson. I don't think anybody learned it.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
All right.
Gotcha. All right, 1 moment, please.
Passing notes at the table.
Wahaha.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind telling everybody. I just didn't want to say it over stream.
Yeah, it's fine.
No,
Let us
passing notes at the table
return.
is fine. But also teasing people for passing notes at the table is also always appropriate.
It is.
True.
One moment, please.
I have a totally authentic, I promise, Finnish long drink.
Oh, we have that too. We have that in our house as well. Both the Finns are drinking it.
I'm sorry, did you say Finnish long drink?
Long, yeah,
Mhm.
L-O-N-G. Yeah, it's gin and grapefruit, like carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
It's very Finnish.
So it's
basically
just gin and squirt.
Yeah,
It's gin and
exactly.
squirt, yeah.
Yeah.
They call it
it's-
long drink, and
That's
quite
that's just a European Paloma.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
No, he's out of line. But he ain't wrong.
Grabella, as you make a unfamiliar turn into the Maginox woods, it becomes a bit deeper than you had anticipated, and the brush is unfamiliar. You know you're going in the general direction, and once you emerge from the brush, you do recognize the familiar, odd stone plinths in front of you, as you had all encountered the were-rats here, who were shuffling about the strange triangular structure at the middle of these monoliths. And there was a deceased werewolf strewn about upon the center altar, but the were-rats did not mention nor pay any mention to. But instead of were-rats at this area, there are now large bear-like forms, more massive than they would be as normal animals, but these were-bears stand like humanoids on 2 feet, with broad, muscular shoulders and almost like a intelligent human-like gaze. They're sniffing the area curiously, keeping a low rumble in their throat. They're kind of canvassing around this central monolith, and they seem almost entirely focused on it, but the suddenness which you all emerge from the brush and down the short hill gives you pause as you are behind a small curve of bushes, just barely out of line of sight of the bears. It's up to you on how you wish to proceed, but for right now, they do not see you, but you can see them. You can observe them, or you can discuss. Or you can run out screaming, that's also fine.
Say we just keep it moving. Just walk
I have an
on
idea. Let's have C-Swab use a spell that makes it so we can't communicate, and then one of us wanders off by herself.
Perfect. I'm down. Let's do it.
All 4 of you are crouched behind these bushes. As you peer out and you look at the werebears, they are canvassing around in a circle, treading a familiar path around this triangular monolith. They wink in and out of line of sight as they go around the other big pillars in this ritualistic area. But otherwise, they seem focused on their strides and the guttural grumbles emerging from their throats.
Let's just walk past them. Easy. We're not here for them. They're not here for us.
Okay.
Maybe the next time we come out here, we should avoid this particular clearing altogether.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little hard to navigate, but we'll figure it out. Maybe, probably not. Maps are hard.
I'm trying to remember. When we ran into the were-rats, they had killed a were-other thing.
It was
that
a werewolf.
It was a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are bears.
It'll be bigger.
And the werewolf, by the way, the werewolf corpse is not there.
Yeah, I was wondering if this was the same spot. I may have just missed that part of the explanation.
It is the same spot. Just how you ended up here was very different, as Grabella got lost along the way with her 8 survival check.
So I guess when they say were-bear or were-rat, this is where.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
God damn it.
Just for that, roll initiative.
With disadvantage, fuck you guys.
If the werebear is not going to fight you, Azrael will.
Yeah, I think just if they haven't seen us, trying to sneak up through the bushes is the way to go.
C-Swab, I need you to make me a stealth check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can't get that far without a roll. What are you doing?
He's just trying to very sneakily. That was part of his stealth check, was trying to see if the DM noticed.
Should we all roll one?
Well, he's the only one moving for now, so give me just
Let's
a
see if they
second.
eat sea swab. They could be friendly. They could be having a cookout.
Yeah, cookout.
Oh, okay. Well, we are all fucking.
Oh,
so it's fine.
well.
C-Swab, as you rustle about in the bushes and hunker down. Rebella, Coslow, and Azriel, for a moment you see the werebears stop their circle around the monolith, and one of them holds up a paw, and the low throat rumbling stops.
Oh, we are so fucked.
They stand up straight instead of being hunched over now, towering to about 10 feet in height. And they look around, lifting their noses to the air. One of them grumbles something. But it seems to be a language that you may not understand, unless you have any sort of magical means to divine it.
Yeah, not unless it's primordial.
Speak primordial.
It is not primordial.
Yeah, I didn't think I was that lucky for bears to speak that.
C-Swab, they seem aware of your presence, but currently not your exact location. What do you do? They have ceased their walking.
If they don't know where I am, I'm gonna signal to the group to like fucking come this way all quietly. Alright. Holds up like 3 feathers, like alright. Like Rebella should know this, she was a soldier, right? Like
Yeah, Grabella will know what you mean.
yeah, so I was gonna hold up 3 little like feathers or whatever, I guess.
Mhm.
He's gonna like make the motion quietly of like come this
Beef.
way quietly, does like the finger over the mouth quietly.
Alright, stealth check.
Grabella, as you look around, the werebears seem to be on very high alert. What do you do?
I mean, we can try to sneak while trying a stealth roll, but I don't feel like
We
it's
could also
happening.
just turn around and go back the way we came. Figure out where we took the wrong turn.
Should have made that left at Albuquerque.
Look, it just looked familiar, okay?
I'm gonna roll that stealth.
What?
It's not good. Willa tries to step back.
Crunch!
Steps
Crunch!
on a branch.
One
Armor
moment.
jingling.
The bears, their tiny little ears flicking off snowflakes in the wind, are not very keen on perceiving you by hearing. They begin to move slightly away from you, Rebella, as this time you are lucky. The winds are favoring you. And they begin to discuss, clustering together just far enough away. Grabella, you could move to C-Swab, but no further, or else you will prompt another roll from the bears.
I'm gonna go cuddle my bird friend.
Hello.
Because of his terrible save, you barely make it by. Oslo, the bears seem to momentarily be distracted, discussing what their next steps may be if something is incurred upon their ritual. What do you do?
I am gonna be a sneaky goblin as best I can and try to sneak up over to where I saw Sea Swab and Grabella go.
All right, Make me a stealth check.
And I will flash of inspiration that. Let me find it. Or flash of genius. To make it a 16.
16. Right. The second bear does not notice as Kozlo sneaks by. One of the bears gestures to the thing behind them, and they begin arguing a bit louder now. Azrael, what do you do?
Azrael is going to cast Greater Invisibility. Oh, hang on myself.
One of them turns just slightly in different directions, looking around.
And also going to activate a charge of Step of the Night. Because this is all dark, so I don't have to activate my own Twilight Sanctuary for it.
Okay.
Is there stuff on this table? Like ritual stuff right here?
There's a stone totem on the table that is carved in the likeness of a fan with feathers decorating its surface.
Azrael's going to float over here. I'll give myself some elevation. And they're still arguing.
One is looking in a different direction. One is looking down this way. One is looking to the south. He seems to be arguing about one of the rune stones on the ground. The other one is glancing back in this direction towards the table.
Azrael, I can see where they went, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, fireworks literally right outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I can hear some pump.
Cool. Okay. Azrael's gonna pick up the little totem fan thing.
Okay. Azrael, make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, Azrael doesn't really super care because they're invisible.
Oh,
and
yeah, you just grab
floating.
it. Okay.
Just grab it.
Yoink.
And hold it hovering over the altar.
Okay.
Try to kind of get the werebear's attention.
Oh, you're purposefully trying to get their attention?
Yeah.
After a moment, the bear on the right glances over and sees the floating totem. With a guttural growl, he elbows the bear next to him, who looks immediately towards the totem. Soon enough, all three are looking towards the feathered stone fan.
Azrael's going to float a little bit higher. It's like 20 feet. Just kind of like floating like a little ghostly, like a hover. Give it a little hover. Kind of just float off this way. Try to get them to follow.
The bears do. Curiously.
Like get to the tree line and kind of like duck it in and out of trees. And if my party was on top of things, they would take this as a sign.
All right, guys, let's go. I don't actually know where we're going. I just assumed the edge of the scene.
Yeah, it's fine.
I assume we just had to get past them.
Azrael, you zoom off with the totem in hand, and the bears, more curious than anything, seem to be following behind. Their ears pressed flat against their heads, eyes narrowed curiously as they watch. Azrael, you lead them off into the tree line. Where do you place the totem?
Azrael will try to find like a little knot on a tree to like place the totem like over it, kind of like a face. I don't know. Does it look like a face? Maybe it looks like a face.
It is more of a... It's less like a face. It's more of a spear.
Then we'll put it at the end of like a branch, like a spear, on a tree that looks like it might have a face, you know? Azrael's shit at religion. They don't know what they're doing. Like, that's what Roxy's for.
The totem floats up to a high branch, and for a moment the bears sit up at the tree. Or, excuse me, sit at the base of the tree looking up at it. And then you see them unfurl their claws and begin their slow climb up the tree. Now sufficiently distracted, your party has escaped to the other side of the map. What do you do,
Well,
Azrael?
I think they have. I hope they have. Azrael will float over there too. In the hope they find their party. Otherwise, did my best. Damn shame.
For now, that is certainly enough to get past the agitated werebears. You, Coslo, Seaswab, Grabella, Azrael, you do not see Azrael return. And
Where
thus,
is he?
you're not sure if they have actually returned yet.
I'm right here, Gabella.
Where? What? Huh? Ezreal, where are you?
Oh, I'm invisible.
Oh, could you stop that so we can leave?
We could just leave.
Okay, as long as you're here.
One moment, please.
Great, invisibility doesn't last that long anyway, so.
You continue your
Girl are
steps. That's not very nice at all.
Big dumb bears.
That is not the vibe we are going for today. Okay, hold on. As you will return to the familiar area of the Church of Eternal Night, located outside of the dark city of Imaginox. The expanse has been covered by a light dusting of snow, and the fog has begun to roll in at the same time. As you look around, you notice that, well, immediately there's a large bulbous shape, as a massive spider seems to have made its home between two trees near the church. Additional fat-bodied spiders seem to be making their home in the nearby woods. You can see from here the snowflakes sticking to their sticky webs that are spanning between the trees. The giant spider, who has currently made his home near one of the large red-leaved trees on the east side of the area of the church, has a very fat cocoon swinging within its webs, and seems relatively content. But other spiders can be seen hanging new thick lines of web between the trees, regardless of the cold temperatures outside.
Do you think we gotta kill a big spider before the other spider?
Probably have to kill all the spiders eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think we want them lurking around.
Why don't we just have Azrael's spiders eat those spiders?
My spiders aren't quite that. Well, my spiders could probably eat those little spiders, but I don't think they could eat that big spider. Not without help.
Yeah. Alright, big spider and then bigger spider.
Ezra's going to cast freedom of movement on themselves.
Kozlo will summon
Very
the
good.
old, that turret.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I am going to rage.
I don't have anything cool I can do.
We're just going to dive in. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Bella, as a reminder, your rage will end if you do not hit a target within a round. So if you're just gonna
That's fair. That's fair.
start
Get hit.
raging, yeah, either one of your friends are gonna have to punch you in the face, or you got a long way to go.
Yeah, so punch me in the face. Kazo,
What?
punch me in the face.
Oh god.
Kozlo just like
I am assuming you are not going to rage as of yet.
I just want to see if Kozlo can do any damage to my face, honestly.
Probably not.
I could do 1 damage.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to punch me in the face or
I have
not.
to find, there it is.
I was gonna laugh. if
Nope.
you crit.
Well, alright.
Kozlo is like 3 feet and takes a swing at your chin and clearly misses.
Alright, never mind.
I can try Grabella, but I make no promises.
It's fine.
It is a bonus action to rage, right? You can just do it once.
Yeah, I'll just do it again. That's fine. I got 4, 3. Yeah, 4. That'll be fine.
The thin stream, with the precarious planks of wood functioning as a bridge, separates you from the defunct church and the aging graveyard that surrounds it. The spiders that have gathered in the vicinity may have been attracted by the otherworldly presence of the spider drake within. You're not sure, but, well, whatever it might be, the giant spider that's currently nestled in the trees has found a fat meal.
We gonna go?
I'm waiting for our barbarian.
Yeah, I'm not running off without Grabella this time.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to move in, or are we doing initiative? I guess is why I'm waiting.
You haven't done anything to initiate initiative.
All right.
You gonna walk up?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? You
I
move
was
through
gonna-
the fence.
Go up to the next fence and hop it, which I assume athletics check.
Yep, go ahead. It's a very low fence. You hop it with ease.
Azrael will go ahead and activate here Twilight Sanctuary. Since it's already dark, doesn't really... It's just going to make it a little bit shadier. Oh, hey, actually, that's exactly what it does. That's great.
Bit of darkness envelops you, Grabella.
Alright, I'm waiting for Kozlo to catch up before I start attacking things.
Which, at least for everybody, just like wants to pause for a round, quoting marks, like you can get temp HP, and we can start.
Mm-hmm. And I wanna boop the spider.
This fat spider seems terrified of the barbarian running towards it.
Oh, I did not target.
Grabella, go ahead and take 11 temp HP. Kozlo, go ahead and take 11. I'm just gonna roll this out real quick. And C-Swab, take 13.
Cheat.
Oh, technically Force Ballista can get in on this shit too. Force Ballista gets max temp HP.
That nearly tripled Force Ballista's HP.
Jeez.
This is
You'd
Lord.
love to see it.
I'm pretty
Wonderful.
sure Force Ballista's HP is supposed to be higher than this at this point, but it never gets hit, so I've never thought about it.
Grabella, what are you doing?
Spiking it.
Are you still raging? Or are you raging?
I don't.
I think
know.
we took a round for temp HP, so
Well, you also
Yeah.
like moved up and like I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure you're in a position to continue your rage, or else it would have been wasted. So
Yeah, I'm more concerned about continuing my rage on the bigger thing than on this little.
Well, you
Okay.
can't armor spike if you're not raging.
yep, so you'll have to do a different attack,
Ah.
Grabella.
Gotcha. Then we'll just. Am I targeted still?
Mhm.
Yeah. Having a cat being an issue. That is not the one I want.
This poor spider's gonna get it.
Just hang on a second. I got something in here. I'm gonna squish
I
it.
got something. Pulls out javelin, no. Pulls out club, no. Pulls out mace, maybe.
Boop.
Sure as
Smash.
anything, Grabella walks up to the fleeing spider and pulls out her mace and quickly puts an end to the poor little spider with a satisfying crunch. This rouses the attention of the giant spider behind you.
Scraw!
Scraw! One moment, please.
You squished her baby. How are we supposed to get her in a Pokeball now, Grabella?
She's a spider. She has like 7,000 babies.
That's true.
I'm gonna need you all to roll for initiative, please.
Oh boy.
It's amazing how good this crew rolls for initiative. Holy shit.
It really is sometimes.
It's so funny, like the night and day difference between like what the Ascended crew does well and what the Kaamos crew does well. Like fucking dog shit insights.
I like
Most of the
just
time.
the
Yeah,
worst insights.
Insight as my dump rolls. So
But
that
like
way I get-
initiative, my god. Like I think it's a rare occurrence for anybody on the Ascended crew except for the Rogue, specifically spec'd in like all things initiative, to ever beat any mob.
That's actually true.
Yeah. And they're not bad. Like they're actually a pretty dexterous group. Just roll terrible on initiative.
C-Swab, you're up. Grabella squashes the spider, and off to the east you see the giant spider look up from its cocooned meal. Its mandibles crunched together. It is clearly agitated that you have smashed one of its brood.
Wait, was the dead one the one that rolled 21 on initiative?
Yes.
Oh.
He is just so fast to die.
He's so fast, he sped straight into the afterlife.
Like, I just imagine him looking up at the mace coming down onto his face, making like 8,000 tiny little like bad kit knives.
Tiny bolt.
Oh God!
You mean like what I just dropped in Discord?
Yes.
Is that right? That looks kind of weird, but
As long as it's targeting the giant spider, yeah, it looks like it is. Giant
and then I can turn one of those ones into a 2. I turn that one into a 2.
It'll succeed on its dex save and only take half damage from the lightning bolt. As your lightning bolt arcs across the sky, the spider is not really anchored to anything on the ground, and the lightning kind of flows through its carapace and back out the other end. It crackles slightly.
May I know an ability for the giant spider, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. The spider, while in contact with any web, he'll know the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web. Depending on how big the giant spider's web might be, it could span quite the area.
Oh my God, it's packet sniffing.
That will end my turn.
Sounds good. You may dispose of your lightning bolt reticle. Kozlo, you're up.
Well, you get max temp HP this time, C-Swab, if you want to bump yours 13 up to 16.
I just got a thing for a pop-up for temp HP. I wonder if that works.
Did you say I get 16?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it might actually
was
work
C-Swab.
now. I had some,
Okay.
there are some automations now for
Yeah,
Twilight
it popped up and
Sanctuary
said-
that trigger at the end of turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
It
so
said
it might
temp
actually
HP
work.
It said like temp HP, or it said something else, which I already forgot what it said. And I clicked the temp HP, and then it automatically gave me the extra.
Sick.
Cool, I don't have to roll it then.
Oslo with the firebolt. My spider! And he's going to burn. If he doesn't die beforehand, the spider does not have a chance to react. And you sizzle it and its meal in his poor little web.
Oh. Wait, are we the baddies?
Okay. I can kind of see. Can the ballista? What's going on with this one up here? Can the ballista see that?
That is pretty far away, but he is on the very tippy tip top of that tower. Your ballista could hit it as long as he has the range.
My ballista has the range. Don't you? You don't.
Oh, don't you worry. Yeah, he could see him.
Oh, I've hit the wrong thing. Oh no! I've
Oh
done the
no! Well, better get rid of that.
bad. Measurement controls are confusing. Wait, what does that say? 90 feet?
Let me squint here. Hold on, I'm zooming. 90 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's more. Like, my ballista has 120 foot range.
It's so far. Just blasting
So
spiders
does
out
my
of the towers.
firebolt. Like, I don't technically need to be on the same map as most things that we fight.
This is like Kozlo's sniper squad. All right.
That's why when we were fighting and we were trying to save Sunny that one week, it was a big deal that I couldn't see that far to have the thing move up and shoot the guy.
Oh yeah, because at that point, like your spells and your vision, like your vision outrange, or excuse me, your spells outrange your vision. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay, so Ballista is going to try to shoot this one up here.
Okay. All right, Ballista Chan. Let's see it.
I don't know why I got the temporary HP pop up just now.
Oh, sorry, I changed the turn from Kozlo to the cannon. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I swapped the turn.
Well, I hit temporary HP, and it seems to have given me the same amount of temporary HP, so that's cool.
Yeah, so the only weird thing is going to be when I want it to do something that's not temp HP, but this is fine for now.
Anyway.
Kozlo, you take aim with the cannon at the small spider that has been roused into action at the very, very top of the church's tower. And with a very sure bolt, the spider is vaporized.
And I just have to keep it real. We're gonna go ahead and what?
Whoa. Okay.
There are a couple spiders that you see scurrying towards you on the webs between the trees. What would you like to know?
Can I ask, like, are they poisonous? Do I think they would, if they bit one of us, give us some sort of debilitating poison?
Yes, their bite actually will do both piercing damage and cause a constitution save, or else you will be poisoned. So you're, while you're poisoned, you'll be rolling stuff with disadvantage.
Hey, don't get bit! These ones look nasty!
Also, their poison, if you are debuffed by their poison, if you fail your con save and you get bit again, their poison debuff stacks. So it starts out as 1d6, and then it'll go to 2d6 a turn, and then 3d6, 4d6, and so on.
Definitely don't get bit!
Yeah, it won't hurt that bad.
Kozlo, does that end your round?
Yes.
Azrael, you're up.
We will, for our bonus action, activate Steps of Night. And we'll go, let's see, 5, 10.
Are you flying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna give you the fly animation. You ready? Puff!
Oh, God. We're gonna go up like 10 feet. Go. Oh no, why is...
There's a wall, because you're floating over it, but just let me know where you want to go.
No, I lost my thingy. Oh,
Your
there
thing?
it is, okay. For some reason I have my armor class, like, stuck in the middle of my screen, and I lost my little, like, toolbar at the top. That was just weird. So I'll fix that at the end of my turn, maybe. I don't know. How far is this asshole? 50. We'll bong him.
The bong?
Yeah, we'll bong him.
Okay. Little Toll the Dead.
Hey, that's me to use Blessed Strikes. Fuck yeah.
He'll do a wisdom save. He'll fail. And with a shriek, the bell's noise goes entirely through the carapace and shakes the poor spider to death. With a shriek and a small pop, he goes flying off his web.
Feel a little bad, actually. I think I have a little bit more movement, but I don't know. Flying's weird, so we'll call it there. I don't think I see anything else though to insight, so that is Azrael's turn.
Rebella, you're up.
Right. Yeah, I can't see anything. I think I see one spider. There. How far away is that? I'm gonna just
It's 40
take it
feet.
back and I'm gonna take it back into the side. Like I didn't go that far because I can't quite reach it to do much. So I'm just gonna stand here while someone else does a thing.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Next up, the spider is going to come scurrying down the web in an attempt to bite Grabella. One moment. The little spider takes advantage of the webs that have been formed between the trees and does a little line of webbing that extends from his, abdomen, thorax, his his butt,
Butthole.
his butthole. It's fine.
Butthole.
Let me get a token targeted here. And he swings down the length of the web, taking advantage of his webs in position. And he will try and swing down upon Grabella. One moment, please.
Sweet.
Grabella, the spider quickly lands on your shoulder and
Oh,
delivers
God.
a sinking bite into your neck. Take 1 piercing damage. Grabella, make me oh, actually, hold on, let me see if this will actually throw. Make me that, Grabella, did that pop a save for you?
Yes.
Sure did. You make the con save and avoid taking the poison damage with a 27. The little spider has punctured your neck with his tiny fangs, but being reborn, you're pretty much very resilient against the poison he's trying to inject you with.
Could you not?
Sea Swab, you're up.
Closer.
Sea Swab, if you want to hop that fence, you're gonna have to make me a athletics or acrobatics check. That is not high enough.
Can I see over this wall to that spider?
Can you see over it? Yes.
So I can see the spider?
Yeah, you can see it. Just
Okay.
climbing over it's going to be very awkward. Your eyes barely peek over the fence if you stand on your tippy toes. What are you thinking, Swab?
I don't know.
It's currently on Grabella's shoulder. It managed to land on her, and I'm assuming she's going to try and swat it off at her first opportunity.
Get a crossbow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Shoot it! Oh, Jesus. That'll hit!
Hell yeah.
Nice shot. Grabella, as the spider lands on your shoulder and gets a quick opportunistic bite. Sea Swab draws his crossbow over the stone fence and lets loose a quite accurate bolt, pinning the spider to a smaller tree behind you. It screeches
you.
and dies. You see no
No
other
problem.
no other spiders around you that have been roused to your presence. And the woods go silent once again.
So we should keep going, right?
Into the church, probably.
Let's
Yep.
check all the way around it for more of them first.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're not going to have my spells up while we go in and fight the spider.
Oh, then never mind. Let's go like that.
Yeah, let's just go.
Check
Let's
the
just go
outside
for it. All right.
Come on, let's go in together, Grabella.
Yep.
Grabella will go in first.
All right. One moment, please, and I will move you to the interior of the Church of Eternal Night. Uno momento. Who is going in first?
Grill is.
And second?
You can put Azrael in there somewhere. It's fine.
Say order. Azrael, Kozlo, Seaswab in the back. Okay. One moment, please.
Have all the
Canvas
bodies.
drawing failed.
Oh,
much you
you
wanna
should
bet?
refresh. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
logged out. Yep, 100%. Wait,
Oh my
wait.
god. It's so mad at me.
God.
What did you do?
Foundry likes to log people out mid-session now.
Yeah, it did more than a little bit of that.
Well,
After-
I see the spider's been busy.
Make
Kozlo can't
babies.
see. Making babies and feeding it food. Wrapping up some to-go packages for its babies. Those packages just happen to be people. Dead people. People being murdered.
There's a very exacting amount of packages. Packages
Yeah.
to people.
This amount of packages seems familiar.
You gotta support local businesses, you know?
Wow.
Is that what we... Is the spider a business now? How did it get a business license before us? This is rigged.
No! This is rigged! This is absolute... How did he climb the ladder so fast? Oh, he's a spider. Curse this corporate ladder. Whenever Kozlo re-enters the scene, we will continue.
My watch just alerted me that my stress level is unusually high.
Guilty.
I'm here.
I like that. All right.
I have a turret with me also, but I'll just pull it out.
As you return to the Church of Eternal Night, the door opens on somewhat sticky hinges as the spider inside, the spider drake, has been busy in your absence. The drow bodies that have remained are currently neatly cocooned, and the entire church is a bit dimmer for the wares. Most of the sconces and other areas of dim light have been overtaken by webs. The forms of the drow that have accosted you in your first venture here are all bundled up into neat little packages ready to be digested later. And opportunistic spiders are currently feeding hungrily on the corpses. Certainly attracted to all the bloodshed and the free, open door that leads them to the darkness beyond. Further on into the church, it becomes even more thick with webbing, and the spiders have crisscrossed the pit that plunges into the darkness with additional webs and have suspended some prizes into the darkness below. For those of you with devil's sight or extended vision, may see the spider drake has created a thickly webbed nest in the back, uncaring of the lesser spiders that are currently doing the bulk of its work for it, bundling up the corpses and taking only what they need. The spider drake is building something else, though. A bigger nest. Probably to have glorious spider babies This is just a perfect place to raise a family, isn't it? Oh, Cannon has been acquired.
I did not realize that was going to like move the camera around when I
It's totally
plopped
fine.
it there.
Totally fine. As your eyes do pierce the darkness, and you can't, most of you, I believe, can see to the other end of the room. Your incursion to the spider drake's den has not gone unnoticed, and the rest of the spiders that are currently populating this makeshift crypt are now scurrying into action. You have just a moment to react before we are going to enter combat. What do you all do as you survey the scene?
Pull out my gun.
Garbella, what do you do?
God, I'm having trouble zooming in. Yeah, chill for a moment. I'll rage on my next turn.
Oslo, what is your reaction to seeing all the spiders before we engage?
I'm gonna pull out some gum and slap it on Grabella's back.
Oh God.
Good plan.
What? Could you warn me?
All right. I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
My name's Azrael, and I make a comment on how good we roll initiative, and then the very next initiative roll, we all roll like poo-poo.
See, Swap and Grabella both still rolled pretty good initiative, so calm down.
Yeah, but then Kozlo and Azrael rolled very bad initiative.
Yeah, well, Kozlo and Azrael... Okay, well, not Kozlo, but Azrael does have the dex of, like, a one-toed sloth.
You hear the
Feel that.
grumblings of the spider drake as you have disturbed its rest and the rest of its nest and food. It will not stand this incursion. And the rest of the spiders scurry into action. The drake is in no mood to entertain, more food entering its lair. Not when it's just on the precipice of bringing glorious new spider babies into the world.
Christina, should I recast Twilight Sanctuary since it's like the reticle's actually down?
Yes, please. That's perfect.
Perfect.
Immediately sensing that something has disturbed the webs near the door, as no one took any careful look at any traps that may be lying on the door, one of the spiders immediately jumps upon the first person it sees, either Grabella or Azrael. Hence I was wanting to check your marching order just to make sure who was in the front.
It's me.
It's you!
On the
Hi.
tank, it's me.
It's me!
Hi.
I'm Grabella, it's me.
Yeah.
Grabella, it will target you. And as a spider might be wont to do, it attempts to spray you with web. It turns its
Man.
butt towards you and begins to spray.
I'm not into you like that. I just want to not be friends.
Grabella, make me a strength check, please.
Pretty strong.
You succeed. Gabella, you are not restrained.
This is so gross.
However, you do feel very sticky. The spider will then move slightly, skittering across the floor, get to one of its friends. Another spider on the east side of the room moves across the webs to get closer to the party. And it too will attempt to spray a target with webbing, immediately sensing that you are food, and it will be more than happy to eat you later.
That's wrong.
I mean, I can make a strength saving throw, but the webs just fall off of Azrael.
The spiders do not know and spray Azrael webbing. Azrael, they slide off Azrael without any sort of effect, just falling into a pile at Azrael's feet.
It's okay, little buddy. It's me, not you.
The spider. Huh? The fuck is that? Sea swab.
Alright. I'm gonna target this close grip spider here. I will insight first.
What would you like to know?
I would like to know if it has any, I know I always ask this incorrectly, vulnerabilities?
It does not have any vulnerabilities.
Okay. And I'm not going to make the same mistake last time we came in here, so I'm going to cast Chompy!
Oh, okay.
I will name Radiant as my, or I guess not Radiant, what does this guy do? It was just a regular attack, right? Physical.
There you go. You got your Draconic Spirit. He's got Rand, Breath Weapon, Shared Resistances.
Yeah, I'll just name Radiant. That's fine. And then, since I learned this the hard way last time, I'm gonna do Quicken Spell because my cantrip.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna Frostbite that guy.
Smart.
Oh.
Con save. Succeeds with a 20.
That looks like a 1 on my screen, but whatever. Fine. It was like that dice hit my dice on my screen, so like the dice didn't like fully roll over. It looked like propped up on the like I got like the edge.
You're gonna have to call a dealer on that one, my friend.
I know, right? Not reroll.
I totally reroll. People knocking my dice around. Sea Swab, the Crypt Spider, unfortunately dodges underneath your frostbite, and it hits the pew behind it.
Alrighty, then that'll end my turn.
Next up, another Crypt Spider.
Nope.
Like, what?
Chompy's turn.
Oh, Chompy! Chompy Chomp. Go ahead.
Yeah, that chompy.
Chompy's gonna move
You're the
right up to this
Chompy.
guy. Where is Chompy? I guess there it is. Chomp. Alrighty, we are going to multi-attack.
Oh yeah? Okay. So half the spell's level rounded down.
Should be, so it's 5.
So you make 2 attacks. 2 Wrens. Yeah, he's got a 10-foot reach. That'll hit. For 14 piercing. Alright, Chompy getting to work on one of the nearby crypt spiders. Alright, Chompy, damn.
Who's come by?
Chompy leaping up upon one of the spiders nearby, rending it from one of the webs. He does not seem to be affected by the sticky webbing around him either. What else are you doing with Chompy?
I think that's the only thing I can do. So that will end my turn.
Gerbella, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna help Choppy out.
I mean, the thing's got to be close. It just took 29 damage to the dome.
That's fair. Then let's hit this one. We're gonna bop it. Oh my god,
And then
target,
twist it.
please.
And then pull it.
Yes. All at the
Oh.
same
Chomp it.
time. We are going to attack.
Drop down, flip it, and reverse it.
Oh,
Ooh.
we're gonna
That'll
try
miss.
again.
There's so much web!
Your sword gets stuck on some spider webbing, and when you try and swing, possibly hitting that fat cocoon on that covering that spider.
But we are gonna do the rage. Oh god, why won't it? Rage?
You target yourself to rage?
Yeah, I'm doing that. It does not want to apply. Let me try one more. Yeah, it is not doing it for me for some reason.
Try to refresh real quick. I just want to make sure you're not having the same problem as Devo.
Do.
I don't think you've ever called me Devo before.
It's weird. I don't like it. It didn't flow off the tongue. I thought about it too, and I was like, that was weird.
Okay. It is your turn. What would you like to do? Target myself. Raj.
We rage!
Rage.
Okay, I'm looking good. Oops. Yep.
That'll be my turn.
Next up. A spider. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm thinking. We're gonna have this spider move down, flank Grabella. As it crawls across the pews, it skitters up behind the barbarian and attempts to give Grabella a couple careful bites. The first one will hit. Grabella, will probably prompt a save for you.
Hello. My cat really doesn't want me to buttons.
And you will succeed on the con save against the additional poison damage. A lot of this damage, oh my god, has been reduced because of your rage, because you are reborn, and because you have a bunch of temp HP. So you only took 3 damage, and it wasn't even real damage because all of it was eaten by Azrael's Twilight Sanctuary.
Wonderful.
Oh no, the DM doesn't get to destroy the party every week.
Oh no! Oh no!
No.
However, next up in the back of the room, the spider drake rouses and awakens from its busy nest-making activities.
Don't like that sound.
It will begin to fly
God.
forward.
Do you have a
it's-
cool, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Do you have a cool, photo of it? I know everything else is just a cool photo. Of the
Oh yeah, here, hold on one moment.
I do enjoy
Oh yeah,
the
you
photo.
haven't seen it.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here for the weird. Yep.
Oh,
Doesn't that
horror.
look fun?
Thanks, I hate it.
Nice, you hate it.
That's not fucking scary
You
at
know,
all.
we
Oh my
could
God.
just burn this place down if you guys wanted to instead. That's
it's-
technically an
I
option.
am down.
Just set it all on fire.
Look,
You can see why we didn't want to come back.
Think of it this way, right? What builds character and a sense of community, like rebuilding a church Amish style, right? Everybody's got the wood planks going up together, and they're all working together to build this thing.
There's like 2 disciples. To be clear, guys, I don't even think we can officially call it a cult yet. It's just like a book club right now.
Okay, but don't underestimate what 2 Amish people can accomplish in an afternoon.
Thank you.
The spider drake lurches forward, leaping across the pit and using its wings to propel itself forward. With a mighty stride of its many spindly legs, it hurtles itself across the pit and decides to consider staying hovering. Its wings buzzing behind its back. And it unfurls. Its legs. Ready. Ready to grasp. Ready to drag you all down into the pit. Azrael.
That's not okay. It's not okay at all.
You're up.
What does Azrael want to do? I think we'll do... You know what? We're going to move up even further because Grabella is pathological about making sure she moves outside of my Twilight Sanctuary, so give her a little bit more buffer.
I'll be fine.
Should Chompy have gotten some temp HP?
Yeah.
I didn't get a trigger for it, so...
Because he's not actually on the initiative track.
Oh yeah, roll dice and you
why.
can just apply it to him. So Azrael, you roll and you apply it. Okay, he's gonna get 14.
And we are going to... Okay, we'll just cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, it's Scythe Jan?
Scythe Chan time.
Where are we putting Scythe Jan?
I think actually we'll cast it on this spider here. Do I want to upcast it? What is its breakpoints actually? I guess spot third level. Oh, it's 2 spell slots. I don't think I want to cast it as a 4th level. Nah, so we'll just do normal Milquetoast Scythe Chan.
Okay. Default Scythe Chan.
Yeah, we'll do...
Put Scythe Chan where you want it to be.
There you go.
Perfect.
Cool.
Listen, the original is still the original for a reason.
The classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Oof, no.
Oh! Scythe Chan not in the mood to come out of the ether today.
That's alright, that's alright. We'll hold the dead on this little homie.
He'll make a wisdom save, fail with a 1, and immediately die. As the Toll the Dead shakes the spider to death and liquefying it from the inside. 23 damage, really? That's just excessive.
Actually pretty low, because it also includes Blessed Strikes.
Oh god.
It's 2d12 plus 1d8, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like medium. I will insight check Spider Drake Frond.
No.
Alright, that is Azrael's turn.
Oslo, you're up.
All right. What's this speed for? Oh, that's wrong. Turret's gonna move over here and attack this spider.
Turret doing a little sniping. Okay. That'll hit. From downtown. For 9 force damage, the spider near Grabella, do you want to knock it back 5 feet?
Yes, please.
Spree.
One of the spiders engaging with Grabella gets knocked backwards and out of flanking range with the other one.
And more importantly, into fireball range.
Oh! Hey, wait! That is not... Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Don't do that! That's not what I wanted at all!
Okay, this template is wrong. It's giving me a 20-foot diameter sphere, not a 20-foot radius sphere.
Weird. I think after you place it, you could just target what the targets that you want. You can just like Shift T and mouse over Shift T and Shift T.
Yeah, because it should be.
You can also make a 20-foot radius sphere with the reticle tool, so you have a better idea of what you can target. The reticle tool is the little L, and then you select the circle template. I'll get rid of your other fireball.
There's
There-
a 40-foot radius.
That's perfect, and put that bad boy where you want it. So that'll be able to target the crypt spider, the spider drake, and the other crypt spider in the back.
Yes.
So make
And
sure
just
you
barely not hit Rebella.
barely. Make sure you have those 3 targeted with like Shift T, so you mouse over Shift T, Shift T, Shift T, and then hit the damage.
I'm not dumb, right? This is a 20-foot radius, 40-foot diameter. Just making sure I'm not cheating.
That is 20, well, 5, 10, 15, 20. No, that's 40-foot radius. I think. I don't know. What are
Hold on.
spiders?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's a 40-foot radius right now.
The radius is the distance from the center to the point on its circumference.
This is definitely more than
So
I
that's-
expected it to be.
That's 40. Yeah. So here, Kozlo, just cast it again. Make it easy for everybody, and put it where you want it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I failed to remember that 5th edition actually models spheres. It's not just a big square. Okay. Cast again. I will not consume the spell slot. And I guess I'll just hit these 2.
I guess. Okay, fireball over there. That is acceptable. The crypt spider will dex save. The spider drake will dex save. The spider drake will fail with a 10, but the crypt spider succeeds. Your fireball will do 20. Looks like 22 damage.
Look
Fully.
at the rolls on that.
Hold on, let me look at this. Hold on. Oh. Kozlo, why? I'm gonna need you to try a little bit harder on your next fireball.
Decidedly below average. Oh well.
Your heart really wasn't in that one, buddy.
No.
I got too confused by all
The ball
Measurement.
sizes.
Geometry.
Yeah.
Kozlo, a couple of things. Although the spider drake, and unfortunately the crypt spider still live after your fireball, the good thing is that it does clear the webs in the area. Thus, this spider's webs that he is sitting upon are currently gone.
Does he take fall damage?
He does not take fall damage. He was not super high up. So he just goes plop onto the pew under him.
It was worth a try.
Kozlo, what else are you doing with your turn?
I will, just for funsies, go ahead and end my round.
It's always good to see you try, though. Next up, the crypt spider that was near Grabella will take the opportunity to move back forward into a flanking position with its friend. Let's see. it will chomp at one of these cocoons, and you see its abdomen pulse as it seems to inject something into the corpse. The crypt spider suddenly injects it with a thick green ichor, and the cocooned drow begins to shake violently. And from the split open cocoon comes a zombie.
Oh god.
Oh man, guys, they already started their own religion here with people who were reborn.
Well, I'm not a zombie.
Yeah, but Azrael did that to Roxy, and now look, they're doing it to their guys too. They were just here first.
The zombie will be added to the initiative. Also, as you gaze upon the zombie as it exits the cocoon, the drow's skin roils with insects that have infested the corpse.
Oh, I don't like that.
You really just set out to make the grossest possible dungeon, didn't you?
Well, welcome to hell! Sea Swab, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna inside the zombie.
What would you like to know?
An ability.
Absolutely. These zombies can be particularly hard to kill. Now, I will give you a free one. The zombies that are animated by the crypt spiders are full of bugs. And when the zombies are destroyed, they will burst open, and they will release hundreds of young crypt spiders. They will summon, essentially, swarms of spiders when they die. That is the first one I will give you for free, but otherwise these zombies are particularly annoying to kill. If damage reduces the zombie to 0 HP, he makes a con save of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is from radiant or a crit. Otherwise, he'll just drop to 1 hit point and not die.
Okay. I got it. I am going to... Damn, Rebel, you are really in a bad spot.
Yep.
It is kind of her job to be in a bad spot, though.
I know. Alright, we're gonna do this.
Shoot at the big thing.
Stop saving, I was showing them the ability, zombie. Calm down.
No, we can do this, Rebel. You're gonna take a little bit, but it won't be that bad.
Does Grabella take more damage from friendly fire than actual enemies? If she might.
If we
Probably
did the math,
because your
it'd
friendly
probably come
fire's all
close.
magic damage.
Yeah. The piercing and the poison and stuff is like, whatever.
She's not good at the saves.
Yeah.
I just needed to see my reticle real quick to see how this works out. Drawing tools? No. Measurement.
Measurements, the L. The little L ruler.
Would that hit all 4 of them like that?
No, it only hit the targets that are in the blue squares, so I would prepare it accordingly.
Okay. Only the blue squares, huh?
Yeah, so it will show you the target, like they will light up as you pass that thing over it, but that line will be correct. You'll just have to try and angle it in a way where you can be most favorable with it.
Guess I can
You have to go back to the movement.
I was just seeing if I moved one over, if it would line up better.
You can try.
Yeah, I still have 5 feet of movement. I could like sidestep one. I just wanted to see if it worked there before I did it.
Also, for any of you who may be earthbound, any square that might be occupied by webbing will be considered difficult terrain.
Alright, we'll do it this way. That's fine. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt! And then I'm going to,
Oh shit, through Grabella?
yeah, I'm going to transmute it to fire, so she doesn't take as much.
Okay.
Fire lightning bolt!
Alright, the Crypt Spiders will make a dex save. And a dex save. One of them crit saving. Both spiders succeeding with a 23 and a 19, but Grabella also succeeds with a 16. Grabella, it looks like it takes a little bit of damage in the end. It does get through Azrael's Twilight Sanctuary, just a little bit. But the spiders are definitely a bit worse for the wear. They take half of 24, which is 12. But they are still standing.
I think Grabella, you should add 6 HP.
Yeah, because I think it's does this lightning.
Yep.
Yeah.
So please add 6 HP because he changed the element aspect of it to fire.
Here.
Alrighty. And then I believe that will end my turn.
Grabella, did you add your hit points back?
I am trying. So basically, I'm just back at full health, right?
Yeah, you're just +6 and whatever that puts you at. Very good. Next up, the zombie that has emerged from the cocoon next to you.
No.
What?
It's Chompy.
It's Chompy! Sorry. I should put
You wanna
Chompy.
roll? I don't know if you can put him on. There's an initiative roll.
I
but
can.
don't know if you can.
He just goes after you, so I'm gonna put him there. Boop.
Alright.
1 sec. There you go. Chompy.
Chompy has the same movement as me, right? 30 feet?
Chompy has fly 60, speed 30. So he can go very far, but he has to land back on the ground in the same turn because he cannot hover.
Okay. I'm just gonna move him right here. Pop.
Plop.
And then I'm going to... I want to target... There we go. I'm going to target this guy. And multi-attack.
Alright, let's see it. What are you hitting? A
The
spider.
Crypt Spider between Spiritual Weapon and Chompy.
Very good. Oh, okay. A quick swipe with a claw. Both are gonna hit. A couple. Jesus.
Good job, Chompy!
Chompy's a killing machine, bringing down a couple of these crypt spiders with ease. Jesus Christ, Chompy.
Then I'm Chompy's turn.
Now, next up, the zombie. Well, now, not really having a valid, See how far the zombie can move this turn. Very far. 10? 15? Nope. Nope, can't go there. Alright. We go...
Very tactical zombie.
Tactical zombie maneuvers. The zombie will raise its drow fist, attempting to get revenge upon the poor reborn that put it... Wait, hold on. There's a whole lot of death going on. So it's come back from the dead, but it's killing the person that killed it, but that person is also dead. So it's fine. That'll hit. Grabella taking very little bludgeoning damage as the zombie's hit connects. It is a large cat jumping up on my desk. Grabella, you take a glancing blow from the zombie.
Ow.
A spider in the back of the room that currently got fireballed by Kozlo is currently skittering into action. It will go here. Let me measure here. What is that? 30? I can't see. Is that 30 feet? Squant.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Okay. You and your stupid freedom of movement. Curse you, cleric!
He doesn't know I have freedom of movement. He's a fucking spider.
He is a spider.
He couldn't even spell freedom of movement.
you fooled
Unclear
me
if Grabella
once,
actually
cleric.
could either. I don't know. I don't know if Grabella's that kind of barbarian.
Meh.
The
Damn,
spider
thank you, Jace.
at a distance hawks a massive amount of sticky web over at Grabella.
Sweet.
Grabella, make me a strength check. DC 13. Okay, Grabella. Apparently too angry to be restrained.
No web will get in my way.
Grabella, you're up.
Alright. Oh boy. She's gonna kind of do a little roundabout. Not gonna hop over the zombie because that would be weird.
The crick spider will take an attack of opportunity on you. This one here.
Yep.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Move you back. As he takes an opportunistic bite. Hey game. Hey game. Hey game. Oh, hold on. My game doesn't want to. It's pretending that it... Okay. Hello? I might have locked up. How dare you? How fucking dare you? I'm just gonna reload. Stop being annoying. Also, my epic banger. See, that's the worst part when I have to reload, is I have to sit here and like, fuck, my banger. Also, I was assaulted by a 20-pound cat in the middle of that. It's back. I'm back. Let's try that again. The spider had moved forward, attempted to spray Grabella with web. Grabella strength save succeeded. And that spider is probably going to fuck off. Grabella, it was this one was going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Mhm.
As he takes a bite. And just double checking, he is flanking with that zombie. That will hit as he hits you in the leg as you scamper away for 13 damage. And you will fail the con save. Grabella, you may continue your move.
Okay. We're going to... Hopefully I'm not going to set Chompy on fire too much here, but
Or Chompy.
turnabout is fair play, I would say.
Alright, put that
Yeah,
template
I
down.
Should be able to die here.
Yeah, looks good. Burning hands, roll that damage. Crip Spider will try and make a dex save to dodge out of the way. Fails with a 13. Where'd my zombie save at, though?
I don't know why it didn't target the zombie.
That is weird. I will dex save for the zombie. Because zombies are not dexterous. Okay.
She says as it crits.
She says as the zombie crits, he will still take half damage on the save.
And then we're going to... Oh god. No. Undo. I'm having a time. There we go. I'm going to bonus action light this mother trucker up, and Gorilla is on team burn everything to the ground at this point.
Oh god!
Bonus action, light it up, and then whap this zombie right in front of her.
Okay. That'll hit.
It hits. We're gonna damage, and then other formula.
Please, my zombies.
21 damage.
Good lord, Grabella. Let me add that extra fire damage. Which will actually kill the zombie. Grabella, as you heft the greatsword and say the magical words in order to light it on fire. You bring it down upon the zombie. Now, it will see with its undead fortitude if it survives the hit. It probably will not. Let's see, 16 slashing. Another, let's see. The 16 slashing will bring it low. The 5 fire damage kills it. So it makes a con save with a DC of 5 plus 5, which is 10. And it fails. And the zombie dies. The fire, unable to proc his own undead fortitude, the zombie quickly falls to you, at your feet, Grabella.
And just for fun, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. Yeah, I don't want to use my guidance on this. How do just roll without guidance? I'm trying to roll an insight check, and it wants me to guidance or else.
Oh, you can just close that window. You don't have to use it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That is not high enough.
Yeah. That'll end my check.
Very good. Next up, the spider drake, with legs unfurled and wings buzzing behind it. It begins to continue flying forward. I will move.
Did you get the temp HP prompt, Grabella?
I did actually. Look at that.
Fancy.
Hell yeah.
It will, let's see. Plop. The spider drake slams down in between the pews near another crypt spider and Grabella. Wood goes crashing everywhere, splinters flying into the webs in the walls. The spider drake looks down upon Grabella. Emits a
I
terrible
really would have
hissing
set it all on
sound.
fire now. Oh god.
Grabella wasn't too scared, but now she is.
Oh god. 1 second. Inhaling. The spider drake extends its mandibles and emits a spray of poison from its mouth. It attempts to coat you all in a cloud of poison as it washes over Grabella, Azrael, and Sea Swab in a choking green spray. Everybody who is in that, which would be Grabella, Azrael, and Sea Swab, make me that con save. Grabella succeeds, Sea Swab succeeds, Azrael fails with an 8. Sea Swab, you succeed on your concentration check.
It gave me 2 because I think it was I was concentrating on something. I don't know what.
Oh, what are you concentrating on?
I don't think I'm concentrating on anything.
Then
It was
remove your concentration
chomping.
status. Oh, does Draconic Spirit take concentration? Because it might.
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
It does.
So you saved, so it's fine.
So you save, yeah, so
Yeah.
he's still there.
Oh, chop it now.
Oh, Chopper, no. Sorry, 1 moment. I'm just checking the damage that has occurred here. It looks like everybody... Wait, Azriel failed with an 8.
But I am resistant to poison.
And you are resistant to poison. Excellent. You
Yeah.
will... Are you immune to the poison effect?
I
Like
don't
your
think
the
so.
status effect. Okay. Azriel, you
No.
are poisoned. You'll have disadvantage on your attack rolls and your ability checks. Sorry, Azriel? Did you catch that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Good. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Alrighty. Azriel, you can make a save against poison at the end of each of your rounds. It is DC 15. It'll end the effect on a success. One second. Let me get the reticle out of the way. Next up, Azriel.
Oh boy. What to do, what to do. I don't want to commit to any of those things yet. What does this do? Can't do that, and spiritual weapon. I didn't really come prepared to play. Apparently, my spell list is all kinds of doo doo. We will try to even the odds here on some of these guys. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We will toll the dead on this spider.
Okay. Fail wisdom save.
Wow!
Failed with
rolled
a 2.
3 ones.
Wow! He failed too. Well, he's gonna take all 3 of that damage.
That's incredible.
Here's your toll of the dead. Dong.
Yeah, that is the first time I've seen
Wah,
that
wah.
go poorly.
That's really bad.
I just
That's
brought down the
usually
average damage by like 50.
Man, this is some variance.
Yeah.
normally that's your like pocket go-to. Shit.
Mhm.
I mean, Azrael doesn't use a weapon, so yeah, that's literally what it is. It's just their auto attack.
Dung.
Scythe-chan will see if Scythe-chan can... Why would Scythe-chan be at disadvantage from the poison? Oh well, whatever. It still hits.
Jesus.
There we go. Scythe-chan
right.
redeemed.
Scythe-chan taking out the crypt spider that was also whapped by the draconic spirit a few times.
And we'll insight check.
Let's see it.
And we
What would you like to
get... have we asked for any... No, you know what? Let's get another ability. I don't think we've seen a lot of abilities yet from it.
From the spider drake?
Yeah, I think we've only seen its web and its poison spray shit.
Its outer shell, as you get closer to it, Grabella, as hideous as it is to look upon, it is shimmery, as if the carapace is covered with a light layer of honey or something sticky. It does have sticky secretions. One moment, please.
Ugh.
I love how you describe the ability, and then you finally at the end name the ability, and it's like, yep, no, that's exactly what you described, but it's still fucking awful.
1 second. I'm not going to make him roll his own save. When the spider drake is hit with a melee attack, the attacker's weapon becomes stuck to the web fluid secreted from its scales. The attacker didn't use a weapon. It must succeed on a DC 16 strength save or become restrained in the webbing. As an action, the creature can make a DC 16 strength check, escaping or freeing the weapon from the secretions on a success.
So this is the fuck you Grabella fight. That's it.
Yes. Though I am resistant to piercing and poison, so it's why I'm vaguely not hurt yet. But I don't expect that to last at this point.
Yeah, I'm about to cast Fireball.
Don't hit me.
Azrael, that is what
If
you
I
divine
save it-
from your insight.
I'm not even right up on it.
What else we doing, Azrael?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. That's the end of my turn. So comm save was save for poison, which I think it does not save, you said?
It's
From the-
15.
it was 15?
Let me scroll up real quick just to make sure. I do believe it was 15. It is 15.
Cool. We are still poisoned. Actually, Azrael will move us. Well, no, we'll stay here because Kozlo doesn't want to have to move, probably.
Can I actually hold on? I need to double check the wording on Flash of Genius. I might be able to add to that and make it a win.
Sure.
But I don't remember if I have to have said that I was using Flash of Genius before I know the outcome. Okay, it just says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet away. Yeah, there's more people. God damn. Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
I will Flash of Genius
Oh.
as a reaction, because I never used my reaction on my turn, on Azrael to make that a 16 on their con saving throw.
What? Azrael, you are no longer poisoned as Kozlo thinks you better.
I didn't know that worked with a saving though. That's cool as shit, dude.
That's very good. I just always forget it's there.
That's it. That's Azrael's turn. Damn.
Kozlo, you're up.
All right. Hold on. I've been spending all this time planning my turn, and now I've had a sudden. Wait, is that what I want to do? Yes, I think this is what I want. Okay. So I'm going to bring out the old fireball again.
The old fireball.
Trying to position it where it doesn't accidentally target the spiritual weapon and the draconic spirit. Not because like they'd actually get hit by it, but because it adds a whole bunch of pain in the ass, like canceling rolls and shit.
That's fair. All right, gonna hit that crypt spider and the drake. Okay. Okay, 37
And
fire
I will
damage.
also remember for once in my life that I have Fury of the Small, and I'm going to add that to the damage that I do to the crypt spider. So that's 10 more damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're the spider drink, not the crypt spider, sorry.
Very good. For the saves on the fireball, both of them fail. Crypt Spider fails with a 15. The Spider Drake fails with a 12. The Crypt Spider in the back is immediately incinerated by the fireball. The Spider Drake takes the full 38 damage that you have emitted, plus give me an extra, what is it? How much? 10?
Yep, plus 10 for Fury of the Small.
All right. the spider drake incinerated by the fireball, seeing its its recently birthed children incinerated by a fireball, lets loose a unearthly growl. You've made it mad, Kozlo. Kozlo, does that end your round?
No, because I still have a force ballista.
That's terrible. That'll hit. For 13 force, do you want to push that thing back 5 feet?
Of course I do.
That's fucked
I want
up.
to knock around a giant fucking spider. Why not?
You blasted
Yeah,
back into the wall behind you, giving Grabella a little bit of space.
Oh, thank you.
And I will.
Ooh, what would you like to know?
Whoa!
I would like to see this thing's hit bar because I have done some work this round and I feel I need to be rewarded for that.
That's fair.
There you go.
What?
Whoa, halfway there.
I did 60 total damage to that thing.
You hurt it a lot.
Yes.
Well, do 60 more.
Yeah, stop slacking. What the fuck?
All right, fine.
Oslo, does that end your round?
Should all
go
those
with
spider webs in the middle be gone too?
All the ones that are in the radius of Kozlo's fireball, so it would be mostly this one right here. I will immediately get rid of. Bloop. There you are, some difficult terrain is cleared up by the fireball. Well, very good. If that is the end of Kozlo's round, for now, that is where we will end today's session, as you all are mid-battle with the spider drake, and the outcome might be uncertain if that thing keeps ripping those poison breaths on top of you. But let's see, most of the crypt spiders, 1, 2, 3, 4, are already taken care of, so we'll see if you guys bring down the crypt spider, or excuse me, the spider drake next week. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
I want to die to the spider drake next.
No.
That's
No? Maybe?
Kozlo just has a change of heart within the next technically 10 seconds, but also weak and just like offers himself to the spider drake. That's the twist.
Just offer
I'm just
yourself
like,
to the
oh.
pit. There's something way better down there, I promise. It just needs one little sacrifice. Just
No.
Kozlo just goes up to the edge and like looks over and then just fucking swan dives in.
Just a little sacrifice as a treat. You don't need to start a whole church over from scratch. There's ways you could do that and totally fast track it. Sacrifice? More sacrifice? I mean, generally like a lot of blood sacrifice.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it for today, everybody. I will let you roam free, and we will finish up the spider drake next week. Sound good?
Mhm.
Sweet.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for playing with me. I'll see you all next Monday.
Nice job.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, and that's it for Arctis today. Whoa! Mid-combat, we'll see how they wrap up with the spider drake. Everything's going pretty well. Combat's pretty organized. Thanks for watching. Catch our VODs over on YouTube. Keep up on the action at Arctis DD. And you can watch our shorts and our funny moments on Twitter at PlayArctis. And on, excuse me, TikTok is PlayArctis as well. I'm your DM, Zarina. Thanks for joining. Hope you all enjoyed the session out there as well. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, sorry. Mothman, maybe. Hello, hello. Etc. Hey. Everything has gotten very weird. Nukiyashi, hey. Bree Baby 90, how's it going? Namathea. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for watching today. I hope to see you all Wednesday for Arctis Ascended. And we also have Arctis Reflection over on Fridays. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.